Chapter 21. 14 hours after their return, there was a timid knock on the Finkles' front door. Peering out the window and spying Jim, nervous and fidgeting on the porch, Bill threw open the door. Jim stepped in, waving to Marci as he entered, though she ignored him, returning to her recreational typing without a word. "I assume you may have noticed something different, maybe?" Jim stuttered. Bill shrugged noncommittally and offered Jim a beer, which he declined, instead requesting to speak to Bill privately outside, leaving Marci to peek surreptitiously through the wooden slats of the blinds in an effort to read their lips. "Is there anything you'd like to talk about?" Jim raised his eyebrows in question. Bill exhaled audibly. "Well, now that you mention it, I do recall noticing some oddities recently." "Oddities," Jim barked incredulously, before throwing up his hands and sighing dramatically. "Oh, for fuck's sake, Bill, really? How did this happen? We're so confused. We come back to town, and here you are, and there you are, and there you are, and so here I am." Bill hesitantly walked Jim through the entire sordid affair from the night before, leaving out any of his own feelings of culpability, naturally. By the end of the story, Jim's head rested in his hands. After a beat, he straightened, leaning over to conspiratorially advise. "Well, it's clear what you have to do here. You have to kill the root." Bill was confused. "Do the what now?" Jim tilted his head, seeming to signal a distant secret. "Just what I said. Kill the root. Kill the problem." "I still don't understand." Bill squinted his eyes. "Jesus, Bill. Kill it. Kill her. You get it now? Kill the problem." Jim spat, winking creepily at Bill. Bill laughed, nodding noncommittally as Jim joined in with a hollow chuckle. "So wait, how would we do that?" Bill questioned him. Jim pulled a small pistol from his pocket, pressing it into Bill's limp left hand as he glanced around the fenced backyard suspiciously. "Here, take this. It's loaded." Bill stared down at the weapon in his hand. "You can fix this, but you have to go back and kill her. Jim instructed, pulling a small scrap of paper from his pocket and handing it to Bill. "Here are the coordinates to the vacation home. Just find that cave temptress with yourself, you, the past you, that is, in the valley and shoot to kill, my friend. You can change things back, but you'll have to take her out." "Couldn't I just stop myself from having relations with her?" Bill brightened at the thought of a more humane solution. Jim thought for a moment, shaking his head. "No, you have to be sure. I mean, she sexually assaulted you, for God's sake. Suppose you save yourself from her now, and then later, something even worse happens." "Worse?" Bill panicked. "I mean, what if she rapes us all?" Jim replied with a shudder, rising from the back porch to signal his exit by the backyard gate. Bill returned inside, a tiny loaded pistol in one hand, a beer in the other, plopping onto the couch near a stony Marci, innocently typing away, having not only seen her watching through the blinds, but having heard her shuffling around to better hear his discussion with Jim as well. "I don't think I can kill her, like Jim said I should," Bill admitted meekly, avoiding Marci's gaze. She continued typing, answering quietly. "I think that's wise. No use going from bad to worse. I'm starting to think Jim and Alice are insane. Kill the root, of all things." Bill rose, nervously pacing in front of the fireplace. "I guess I have to do something. Can't have a world of me now, can we?" He laughed bitterly, eyeing a more muscular version of himself making a touchdown on TV. This was the part Bill found most disconcerting. These other Bills were superior Bills, evolved Bills, Bill doctors and actors, Bill lawyers, inline speed skaters and potentates, successful, more handsome, more emotionally mature versions of himself. "Guess I'll just find me, my past myself, and stop myself from falling for her tricks this time. He spun around, still gripping the loaded gun loosely in his left hand. Right? Having abandoned her typing for safety, Marci answered from the hallway. Sure. Will you go with me? Bill asked needily. I'm sorry, Marci replied nonchalantly, her voice coming from the kitchen where she began pulling pots and pans from the cupboard. I'm busy today. Well, I guess I'll get going then, Bill shouted down the hallway. Grumbling, he made his way to the clock, setting his open beer on the dining room table while bravely ignoring Marci's coaster requirements. Adjusting his khakis, he stuffed the loaded gun into his back pocket, testily pulling out Jim's handwritten coordinates from the front, and quickly programmed these into the clock, noticing just before he winked out of existence that he was still wearing his bedroom slippers. Boom.